Hey everybody, how you guys doing tonight? This is Darren Jackson, and I'm back on live for the first time in quite some time. Haven't been doing this quite for a while, and the reason why I wanted to be able to do this is because I needed to be able to speak out on what transpired tonight. Let me throw my glasses on real quick. Okay, so I wanted to be able to talk and be able to open up and speak out on what was on my heart and everything. First and foremost, I am going to be able to do my own podcasting show. I'm also going to be able to do weekly picks for this year for high school, college, and NFL. So I will be able to go ahead and get those done. I will be able to go ahead and get those established and everything. But tonight, I wanted to be able to talk on a subject that I really wanted to be able to speak out on what was in my heart. Sorry, trying to catch up a little something. I don't know if it's a summer cold or what. Just hoping that I'm not sick or anything. Trust me, I do not have COVID or anything like that, guys. So thank God for that. I wanted to be able to speak out on what I saw tonight on the Metro bus. I was on the 44 downtown, near the downtown transit center, and I saw this lady and this guy arguing, and the guy was being highly disrespectful to her. And I was glad that she didn't get off the bus and be back with the guy or anything like that because the guy was very disrespectful. He mistreated her like she was nothing, and he kept hitting on the window on the Metro bus. A lot of things that you'll be able to see on the Metro bus, it gets a lot crazier and everything because you never know who you're going to deal with. I personally feel that the lady did a smart thing. Don't be with a person that's going to mistreat you any kind of way. Ladies, and the same thing go with fellas, be with the people who is going to be positive, who's going to think positive, who's going to be able to be a contributor to your life, somebody that is going to treat you right, somebody that's going to be kind and loyal to you. Too many of these females today go around and they think that, okay, well, I need to get me a bad boy. I need to get a dude that has all these tattoos on his body and stuff or on his face or anything like that. And the same thing with dudes. Y'all thinking that, oh, I need the baddest girl in the world. You don't need a person that's going to put you down, a person that's going to mistreat you any kind of way, a person that doesn't care about themselves, don't care about you, don't care about your family, don't care about your friends, whatever that you have plans for the future, ladies. Same thing with gentlemen. Take accountability of your own action. Show people that you are willing to be able to go above and beyond to be able to try to produce what you want to do within your life. Your life means a lot more than you just stuck with this one person who's going to mistreat you any kind of way. That one person that calling you the B word, calling you, cussing you out, calling you the MF word, stuff like that. You don't need to be around people that's toxic. Toxic people will not get you nowhere in life. And the sad thing about everything is that you have so many people out here that are afraid to be able to give themselves a chance. And I personally want to be able to say that I've been through some stuff with certain people in my lifetime. I'm not going to say names or anything like that. I'm not going to be disrespectful towards anyone or anybody. I'm trying to do everything that's right on the show so I could be able to, speak out on what's on my mind. A lot of these females, and this is not me saying all females are bad, but the majority of these females that are with these bad boys, they get mistreated any kind of way. And a lot of dudes say, well, she deserved it because she want to be with this bad boy. Don't nobody deserve anything within their lives. You can change your lives around. And I'm not trying to pull a Kevin Samuel on anyone or anybody. I personally feel like, ladies, you have so much to gain when you want to be able to do stuff within your life. I see some of these ladies, and it was just another situation on the bus, so I'll get to a little bit later. I see some of these ladies that don't respect themselves. They don't respect their mindset. They don't respect the fact that they don't feel like, okay, well, I can't be single because I need a man, or I need a man, or I want a man, or a man that's going to take care of me and my kids. No, you don't need that. What you need to be able to do is stop depending on a guy if you're trying to keep chasing after guys. Find a way to be able to focus on your dreams, on your aspirations, on what you want to be able to do. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to London's Way, Nair Price, and Nate Guy Keys. I hope that you guys will be able to watch the show and everything tonight. Definitely want to say thank you guys so much on what you guys are doing, and I'm wishing that you guys keep striving on your goals for the future. I feel that people today have got to understand that you're more than just, oh, well, it's all about my looks, it's all about my about how much money I have, or how I can be able to do this and do that. But you're more than just that. You are more than what God is giving you. And personally, you know, I may not know a lot about the Bible, and I'm probably going to get myself back into it so I can learn how to be able to understand what the Bible is stating and everything. But ladies, you're beautiful more than just on the outside. You're beautiful on the inside. And you don't have to depend on a guy that's going to, you know, mistreat you any kind of way. And when a man calls you out of your name and he's being disrespectful to you, and like this sister was telling me earlier tonight while I was on the bus, and she was talking to another guy. She's like, the dude don't take a bath, he don't brush his teeth. Why are you being with that man? If this man not brushing his teeth, not bathing, not taking care of his own body and taking care of his own hygiene, what chances are you going to give this man when he's not doing that? And another thing, ladies, and I say this out of respect, stop chasing after dudes that is cheating on you. If a man going to cheat on you and he messing around with other women, and then he coming back talking about, baby, I'm sorry, I promise I ain't gonna do this again. You know I love you. Don't fall for that, ladies. Listen, just focus on your dreams. Focus on your future. This is something that you all have to understand. People these days are going to say, mostly guys, they're going to say, baby, I promise I ain't going to mess with that girl no more. I ain't going to mess with no other females no more. You're the only one for me. I promise I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to make sure that I, you know, don't do anything wrong. I promise I'm gonna be loyal to you. 9 out of 10 times, those guys are not gonna be loyal. They're just saying that just to say that. And you keep giving these men chances after chances after chances, and then they end up in jail. And you're out there putting money on his commissary. You're visiting him in jail and everything. And then he got all these other females that he's messing around with. And then when he finally get out, and then you're saying, babe, make sure you get a job and everything. You check on your PO. Well, baby, I'm gonna do all that, man. Just give me some time. I don't need for you to be pressuring me. You ain't my mama and stuff like. Don't be around those guys. Those guys are just a waste of time and a waste of energy. If the man ain't going to change after 2 years, why are you spending 20, 30 years chasing after a man that he may or may not even marry you after 5 years? If you're not married within 5 years, there's no point of having a relationship with this man. Like, yeah, if he does take care of the bills and everything, doing all this, taking care of the household and everything, and he just don't want you to work and all that. No, you shouldn't be with a guy like that. And I'm just hoping that I can be able to leave out this message towards somebody that will be able to watch the show tonight, because I'm trying to speak out what's on the truth. I'm speaking out on the truth because the truth really need to be heard. And a lot of these guys, they sit up there and they say, "Oh, baby, I promise I'm not going to do you wrong. I'm going to be loyal to you. I'm going to, make sure that I get a job and everything. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." And most of them don't even do it. It's very seldom that you'll find a guy that says, "You know what? I made some bad mistakes in my life. And I know that I was wrong for what I did. And you know what I'm going to do? Let me go ahead and make sure that I can be able to change my life around." Um, I personally feel like if you're going to change your life around, and this is guys entirely, if you're going to change your life around, show people that you're willing to go above and beyond to do the right thing. Don't keep going back doing the same thing over and over, and then it leads you right back to jail. And then you sit up there, want to put the blame on, the man. Well, the man did this to me. White people don't want me to get no education. No, don't, no, that is not right. About 75% of black men are incarcerated. And that number has not been good. We still need to break that chain of command and understand that we have to do better as individuals and as people that are looking to be able to, do what's right. You know, it's not easy to say that you're dealing with people who don't listen and don't take accountabilities of their own actions. There are certain people that needs to be able to understand that they are trying to do the best they can to their abilities. Life isn't going to be easy, y'all. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. Life is not going to be easy. And I learned that a very long time because this is what life is all about. And the more and more that we try to be able to do the best of our abilities, we just need to be able to understand the conception of how the future is within our lives. You know, we have got to understand that we are better than what we are in the past. And I learned valuable lessons throughout my years. As I got a chance to be on the bus coming home and everything, I see this girl and this boy arguing, and she's highly upset because he's messing around with another woman. And then he's being disrespectful to her by saying, "Shut the blank up, shut the blank up." You ladies, don't listen to that man. If you knew that this man cheated on you, then why are you messing around with this man? This man has no respect for you. He has no respect for a woman, because if he's going to sit up there and say by degrading you by calling your name out, what's the point of that? Y'all, it's the same thing with brothers. Y'all, stop letting people disrespect you in a wrongful way. If You're a man and a woman disrespect you and mistreat you any kind of way while she's messing around with other dudes. Leave that situation. There's no point of going out here and getting yourselves killed behind stupidity. Because the more and more that you go out here and you're trying to be able to do what's best for yourself as well as best within your life, and somebody holding you back, there's no need to be in that toxic relationship. That is a toxic relationship that you don't want to be involved in. And the thing that I learned from myself within these prior relationships that I have had before is that I'm not going to be letting nobody disrespect me because I'm not, looking to be in a toxic relationship. The main thing that we all don't look at is we don't look at the bigger picture. We don't look at and say, okay, you know what this person have done to me, I'm not going to let that person do that to me. I'm not going to let them dictate to me on how my future is going to last. So that way they can be able to just have control of everything. So I want you all to understand that you're more than that. You're more than a valuable life and a valuable asset of the future. These are the things that we as people have to be able to endure and be able to understand. Like this girl tonight, we got to see Lake Park and Ride, and she's fussing at her boyfriend. She's saying, I'm tired of you cheating on me. I'm tired of you mistreating me any kind of way. You need to blank, 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 blank. Stop being a blank, blank, blank. And then this boy telling her to shut the blank up. Like, if you're tired of a person mistreating you any kind of way, if you're tired of people, not treating you right, if this boy ain't treating you right, there's two solutions to this. One, you can leave out of that solution and find you somebody who's going to treat you way better than that. Or two, if you're going to stay with that person and you're going to level to their flaws, it shows you that you don't respect yourself. More importantly, he respect you. I always say that the apple don't fall too far from the tree. But when you are making these babies with these boys and these boys are messing around with other females or they out in the streets, they're not having no regular jobs. By the time you get to 40 and you still with this man, and this man either not put a ring on your finger, or if y'all are married and he not treating you right within the marriage, why wait so long? Why wait on being with someone that's not going to respect you for who you are? I know that I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. I know for a fact that I do have flaws for myself. No man is perfect in this world. But I know one thing, I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat, never have, never will. Yeah, I may have had some people that done me wrong, but I ask God to forgive them because I know God's going to punish them for the wrongful things they have done to me. I know God may punish me for the wrongful things I've done before in my past. And I'm not perfect. Like I said, I'm not perfect. But I know how to treat people with respect and honor. The one thing that we as people don't don't do, we don't pray well enough. We got schools taking away prayers. You know, kids don't respecting one another at school and everything, and kids not being disciplined. We as individuals have got to learn the complexity of what we want within the future. We should focus on the future. The future is ours. If we go out here, we handle our business and making sure that we can be able to take care of things, we could be able to be better people for the future. And the life lesson that I want to teach everyone tonight is that the love that we have for one another, we need to start sharing that love. And I'm going to say, to my brothers and my sisters that we need to learn how to be able to respect one another. Ladies, please take the initiative to focus on your future. Take the initiative to be able to show that you care about yourself, that you are here to be able to work hard and try to focus on the future. Gentlemen, guys, stop doing the wrongful things. Let's go out here and let's be men. I i don't always believe in Minister Louis Farrakhan on a lot of things that he may say, but he have definitely said a few things that made some valid points. He said one time that young boys don't know how to actually be men. When we don't have the father figures in our house, we don't have dads inside the house, especially in the Black community, it triggers us because you're trying to be a man to learn from either your cousins, your uncles, one of your boys over the street, the gangs that you're affiliated with. If we took the time to teach people the right conception of how us men need to be men, teach our boys how to be men, teach them the values of life, or say, hey, that's not what a man's supposed to do. That's not right. Even if you're a mentor towards a boy that you're around, let's teach these young men on how these young boys how to be men. We have to learn how to be able to teach ourselves the right way of learning for the future. Same thing with the women. Teach these young girls how to be women. You don't have to show your body so that way you can be able to impress all these guys in the world. You don't have to show everything. Learn how to be classier. Learn how to be able to respect your body, respect your mind, respect everything about you, ladies. And the more that you could be able to do that, the more you could be able to learn on how to expand on what you want to be able to be in the near future. Like I said about the brothers, y'all got to stop doing all this, calling women out of their names and stuff like that. But in theory, we have to be able to learn learning how to respect ourselves. And I still feel like we got to be able to do better. And I knows that I might do a lot of rambling talk and everything, but I want to set a point. The point of the matter of all of this, y'all, is that as individuals, as all different kinds of race and creed and color and genders, nationalities, we gotta learn how to do better for us. Because if we don't learn how to do better for us, we're gonna get trapped into this world where this world is going to make us lose everything. I truly want you all to understand that tonight it's not about the two women I was talking about. It's not about the fact that I'm trying to be on here to where I want to be able to be rich and famous, or I want to have so many subscribers on YouTube or anything like that. No, that's not what I want. I want to leave out this message by teaching people the values of how to be able to do things the right way. Ladies, if you want to be doctors, lawyers, politicians, nurses, uh, sports athletes, whatever you want to be, police women, whatever you want to be in life, even in the military, whatever you want to be in life, be that, ladies. Don't let no one or nobody hold you back and say you can't do something. Guys, same thing with you. If people say, "Oh man, you can't be no pro athlete, you can't be no pro basketball player, you can't be no pro football player," don't listen to the negativities. Make sure that you go out there, you try to work as hard as you can and focus on your future because your future is what you're looking to depend on. Ladies, the same thing with y'all. If somebody tell you, "Oh, you're not going to be a nurse," don't waste your time on going to school. No, put in all that hard work. That hard work is going to pay off in the near future. When you see that all the hard work and the determination that you put in to where you're looking to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and say, "Hey, I graduated. Look at how I got this degree." I want you to be proud for yourselves, just like your family is proud of you. I want you all to be proud of who you are and what you are looking to be able to accomplish for the future. So I know that it's getting a little late. It's almost midnight, but I want to go ahead and try to wrap this up as much as I can. A lot of times people say negative things because they don't know how to be able to handle the pressure. And I learned this from my grandmother, Emma Jackson. She said, "Man, don't let people hold you back on what you want to do for the future. You got to go out there and handle your business your way." Like, I really looked at myself in the mirror and I want to say, there are some things I'm very proud of myself and there are some things that I'm not. But I do want you all to hear me out when I say that I am looking to make sure to fulfill my dreams on going to ESPN or CBS Sports or Fox Sports, so that way I can be able to broadcast sports and everything. Yes, and I also want to be an entrepreneur so I can be able to learn how to be able to run my own businesses and stuff like that. In the next couple of years, I'm looking to pursue all my dreams, all my aspirations, so that way I can be able to stay focused on doing the right things. And everybody, if whatever dreams that you have, whatever plans that you have for the future, what I want you to do is go out there, try to accomplish your dreams, accomplish your future, and plan on what you want to be able to do. Don't listen to what other people say or how they may react or how they may feel about your words, because you're basically are going to do everything you can to be able to speak what's in your heart. And like I said, I'm not trying to be Kevin Samuel. I'm not trying to be that guy. No, I'm not saying nothing negative towards females because I don't want any female of any race be mad at me because I say, "Oh," or somebody say, "Oh, well, all these women do, they just want to be around all these no good blank dudes." No, not all women are like that. And I just want the ladies to understand that I'm speaking from what's in my heart. you know Whether you like this video or you don't like this video, even if I don't even get any comments in this video, I'm very proud of myself because I did this video from the bottom of my heart because I want to speak out to some of y'all. I know this video is about to be 30 minutes, and some of you may want to skip over on the video, may say some great things about it, may say some negative things about it, but regardless of how you feel, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to be mad at the fact that you may say negative things about me. I don't know if I'm going to get any positive feedbacks or anything like that. But my theory to you all is let's love one another. Let's love each other. Let's love ourselves as well. and let's make sure that we try to do everything that's right to help our loved ones out. Like, ladies, if you got kids and you want to raise your kids to be better, teach them the right methods. Like, men, if you're ready to be a father, please, whether you have a son or a daughter, please be a great protector. Please be a great provider. Please have the plans for the future so that way you can be able to understand that our goals or your goals or whatever goals that you have in the future, you want to be able to say, hey, let me think about this and see how I can be able to get this done. So that way I can make sure that I can be able to handle this in the right direction. So before I go, uh, I basically want everyone and everybody to know that I want to see positive things in the future. I want to be able to see people understand the concept of what goes on within life, because life is not easy. It's always going to be difficult, but you can always find ways of being successful in life. Not all the time you're going to be knocked down, because a lot of times that you be knocked down on whatever plans you have for the future, you can always rise back up and then start all back over. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your aspirations, because the future is bright for you all. So, with that being said, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But I want everyone to understand that I love each and every one of y'all, and just make sure that you try to do everything you can to do what's right. And to God be the glory. The best is still yet to come for us all. And we just need to be able to stay positive and just stay focused on the future and what we could be able to do down the road. So until then, guys, I'm gonna start my show out this Sunday to talk about college football. We're gonna get a chance to talk about a lot of teams within the SEC, Big 12. And I'm going to try to be able to get that Dave Campbell Texas Football Magazine, so that way I will be able to talk high school sports as well. So I got a lot to talk about this upcoming summer. About to get ready to hit the fall. School's about to hit real soon. And definitely want to give a shout out to a lot of people. Uh, Even my baby girl, Savannah. I'm going to give a shout out to her. And definitely want to give a shout out to my nephew Jackson. I'm just hoping that he do good in school, hoping that baby girl do good in school. So I just hope and pray that we all could be positive and stay motivated towards one another. So if you are looking for the future, let's just stay positive, let's stay focused. Also, I want to give a shout out to Jasmine Wells. Haven't heard from her in a long time. Um, and just want her to know that no matter what, if you do watch this video, I really hope that I could be able to hear you out one day. And also want to give a shout out to Janelle, her daughter, wishing her the best of luck on what she's doing in school and everything. I just want positive influences towards people, so that way they could be able to understand that we have goals within our lives. And the main thing that I want people to get is that we got to love ourselves. We got to love everyone and everybody. Stop all this hate. Let's try to finish out 2025 in the strongest direction, so we can be focused on 2026. So until then, guys, I'll be able to be back on Sunday. Hope to see you all. And guys, have a wonderful night.